Hello there. Welcome back to the Pooh Finger Podcast regular scheduling. This is the first episode back from the Star Wars overload that we have had, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I think that series was just for us, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, it was a bit overkill, but if you're still here, well, good on you.
Yeah.
Here's another Star Wars episode.
But the bonus bits.
With me, Wayne Cooper, and Mr. Lee Neal.
Hello.
He's a predatory creature. He's not allowed to be a teacher. It's Kempin!
Hello.
So this week, we are going with cartoons. And when we say cartoons, we're not talking printed comic strips. We're talking about animated cartoons. Could be TV series, could be movies, could be CGI.
How about stop motion?
Stop motion.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Or
Well, no, not really. That's... Oh, now you're getting... I didn't think about this.
Well,
Because that's not really a cartoon, is it?
no, but it's animation nonetheless.
It's not cartoony, though. Or is it cartoony? I suppose Aardman's cartoony.
It's cartoony enough.
All right, I'll allow it. Have you got some stop motion, then? In your chamber for tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will do now.
I do, yeah, to be fair, yeah.
Stop motion included.
Me!
So without further ado, put your finger in the poo.
Shirley Bassey's in the house.
Goldfinger!
Oh, finger!
Oh, why did I think of that?
Yeah, that's
It was there. Like.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Could have aced it.
Oh, this episode's going to be fun. Isn't it?
Oh, it's downhill from here, boys.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain.
Whoa! Grey was bold, let's just down the beat.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
There's Gifford, there's Wayne, and there is Mr. Lee.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
Man, talking nonsense is something you wish.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
Listen right now, here come talking fish.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
Pooh Finger Podcast. Pooh Finger Podcast. Pooh Finger Podcast. Pooh Finger Podcast.
The greatest shit that has ever existed. Well, you better agree or else you're gonna get fisted. Ah, right.
Horse. So cartoons then. Here's an interesting fact I found out. Did you know the word cartoon actually comes from the Italian word cartone?
Yes, because you told us this about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I didn't tell these guys this. It basically translates to a large sheet of card or paper. So there you go. Interesting fact. Only facts here on the Pooh Finger Podcast.
That's the podcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like and
Thanks.
subscribe.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
That's a pod fact on a podcast.
Until next week. The goat. We've not done one of these for a long time.
No, it's been a while.
Bringing back the goats.
Bah.
It's been a while.
So the greatest of all time. And for this week, we are going with the greatest greatest cartoon of all time. Okay. Has everyone got an answer in the chamber?
Yes.
Yes.
And I've got a backup.
Yeah, so there. I could easily swap it for my honourable mention.
So I've not got an honourable mention. Well,
Good.
there's loads that I could honourably mention.
Of
but,
course.
Yeah. Okay, should we
Let's
assign some numbers?
Save the honourable mentions till the end because
Yes.
I've got a feeling a lot of our answers might cross over.
And in fact, I can see us all just naming cartoons for the next like 25 minutes.
Let's go.
Yeah, numbers assigned.
Yeah.
2.
Mr. Neil.
It's me.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Wow. First again.
2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
Cool. So, my greatest cartoon of all time is Batman the Animated Series.
Good call.
Ooh, good shout.
It is a very pioneering series. Had very interesting production. So it was the series that started the trend of having the entire cast in the same room recording.
Ah,
Oh, right, yeah.
So before, they just get the actors to come in one by one into the booth.
Yeah.
So they'll just read the lines.
Whenever they were available, just come in and do the
come in
lines.
and do it. Whereas with the
off.
animated, with the Batman one, it was the first one to basically do that. To bring everyone in and they act out the scenes, basically.
Wow.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Also, with it being very like dark series, very noir, it was hand drawn to start with, and to get the colours right, they had basically black card to draw on. So they start off with a black canvas, and then they draw like the colours onto it, so it's all like consistent and
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do love the art style of the animated series as well. And obviously we've got Mark Hamill Joker, Kevin Conroy Batman.
I was just going to say, was it Conroy did the animated series? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time he did it.
R.I.P.
Perfect combo.
Yeah. The Joker originally was cast with Tim Curry.
Wow.
And there is the first episode with Tim Curry doing the Joker.
Oh, is there?
Wow.
I bet that's good.
Very different.
Is it?
Very different, yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Ah, I like that. I wouldn't mind seeing that, actually.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I'll have to give it a Google.
Yeah, the Tim Curry episode. I think it's like a 10-minute clip because it was basically the pilot. And they recorded this chunk. But yeah, it's pretty good. Like Emmy-winning series as well.
Bro, introduced a lot of new characters.
Yep.
Like Harley Quinn and it was no, Mr. Freeze wasn't a new one, was
No,
it?
but they made him like a proper credible villain.
Yeah, they revamped him and made him a main.
Because that's where his main canon story line comes from. The whole his wife being frozen and he's trying to find the cure, and that's why he's doing the crimes.
Yeah.
Because before he was just like a kooky villain that just loved cold.
He's doing the crimes, but you don't want to do the times, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying it was Harley Quinn. It was it Paul Dini? Did the
Paul Dini.
Dini has it. It's like a Java, isn't it? Paul Dini.
Anyway, enough Star Wars.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like Harley Quinn as a character, but I don't know. It seems to be a bit different now to what she was back then. As like a sidekick character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying character growth isn't a good thing, but I don't know. It's a bit weird.
Yeah. But that's the Harley Quinn I think of.
I suppose technically when the character started, she was actually just like technically she was mentally ill, wasn't she? She had just about fascination with the Joker. Gee, Mr. J.
That was good, Cam.
Thanks.
Yeah. It dealt with, as much as it was a show for children, like it was very adult as well. Like, dealing with a lot of mental health stuff, like people going insane.
Yeah.
Some adult jokes in there as well. Like when Harley's trying to get Joker in bed and she's like, come on, rev up your Harley. Like, nudge, nudge, nudge.
Don't pretend you're not getting stiff.
That's it. It's Tara Strong doing the voice, isn't it? Miss Minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was the first time they brought bullets back as well. So all cartoons before then used like lasers or pew-pews.
Ironic seeing as McFarlane Toys won't make their DC figures with guns.
Oh.
Because DC, I think it's either DC or Warner Brothers won't let them have guns. So you can buy McFarlane Toys gun packs separate.
I am 90% certain
thing.
I've got a Peacemaker figure at work who contains about 30 guns.
It's probably not McFarlane Toys then.
It's exactly the same packaging as this Batman.
McFarlane Toys aren't allowed to have guns.
I'm certain.
So I think he's got a knife.
Yeah.
They're allowed knives, but they're not allowed guns.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So so the exception is Batman's grapple gun, but they're not allowed to make it look like a proper gun.
Funny enough, that's exactly in that packaging. I know that. Interesting.
It's my little Batman fact for you, little DC fact.
Bat facts.
DC are such fuckers, they won't let you have a gun with a two-face.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, Batman won an Emmy for Heart of Ice, so Mr. Freeze's story.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry. Recalibrated. There we go. Yeah. Sorry.
That was a nice big peak there, wasn't it?
Oh, so much. Just sliding off the table and shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I moved and I brushed the wire and it pulled it off.
I'll fucking pull you off in a minute.
Wicked.
But yeah, the Batman,
Yeah.
there's just so many good stories with it. Like, it went on for ages as well. There's loads of episodes, which is great. It did kind of morph into something else by the end, though.
I like dipped in and out. I wasn't like a routine watcher. Like, I wasn't like watching it every week, but I did like dipping out, and I did enjoy what I saw as a kid because I loved me some Batman. I just remember there not being as much Batman action as I wanted there to be. It was more focused on other people.
I think it depends on the episode.
Yeah, I probably got unlucky with the episodes.
Yeah, because there's a few where they are very Bruce Wayne focused.
Yeah. What about these slightly strange ones though? Like, isn't the one where someone says to him something like, if you really do want to save Gotham, you've got to do the only thing I know you'll never do. And you think, like, what, has he got to shoot someone or whatever? And then, no, it turns out he's got to sing on stage at a club. But he does, like, in full bat gear. And it's like, well, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, that's... I think Mad Hatter's trying to get into his brain.
Something like that.
So, like, the whole episode is basically seeing this weird distorted view of Batman and Bruce Wayne because he's just tripping balls. Yeah, so I think Hugo Strange is like, yeah, you've got to do the only thing, and, you know, Batman knows that he knows who he is. So he's like, oh, then it's... No, actually, Batman really wouldn't want to do singing. Like, it always gets a bit silly. And then there's another one. I think, like, Bruce Wayne can't find his cowl or something. Like, yeah, he's just, like, running around trying to find his cowl. And, like, Alfred keeps, like, blipping. And, like, it's just... Yeah, it's a bit odd. It's a weird episode.
Strange.
But then, obviously, he Batmans it up, gets back into his conscience, and saves the day.
But there's also that one, isn't there? Something to do with the Suicide Squad. Well, more just Amanda Waller. But there's a young girl who can alter reality or something like that. And Amanda Waller turns up and says to Batman, says like, well, yeah, you need to go in there and kill her. And he's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I ain't doing that. He says, no, just you're the only one who will do it because I know what you're like. So he takes the device or whatever it is from Waller. He goes into this little park that she's made with her conscience or whatever. And as he walks up to her, she says something like, you do know that I could just obliterate you with like a force. And he goes, yeah, I know. And he sits on a swing set next to her. And she says, like, you come to get me with the injection or whatever it is, or whatever. And he says, like, no, I'm not here to do that. Says, like, I know that you're dying or whatever it is. And I'm just going to sit here and just be your friend, basically. And I don't know, it's weird. It's very hard to explain, but it's a very different side of Batman that you see to him.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's unfortunately, it's not animated series. That's Justice League Society.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Sake.
But there is one similar when I think it's one of the much later series when it, you know, kind of, because it went from Batman the Animated Series to like Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
But it was all kind of the same thing. It was just like a follow-on that it just kind of evolved. One of the later ones, one of the I think it might be their version of Ace from what's the card gang called? Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit obscure.
Sound well shit. Fucking DC
yeah, something's
bullshit.
happened to her for her to get the powers.
Yeah.
But it does mean that she's gonna like die after, like, imminently.
Right.
Because it's a very temporary thing. And yeah, Batman basically sits with her because she's like, I don't want to die alone. He's like, I'll wait with you. This is after they've had a bit like massive fight, but he's worked out that she's not going to last.
Yeah.
And then they have this touching moment where he just sits with her.
Stop it, man! You're gonna make me beef.
Yeah. Kids cartoons.
Oh, it's so hard up until that point.
Yeah. But no, that's kind of the later ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Batman.
It's great. It's amazing.
Good shout.
Good shout.
Pioneering series.
Pioneer. Let's battle it out, Camp.
Yeah. Cocks at dawn.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One. I don't even know who that was now.
That'd be me.
Okay. Oh.
Visual comedy
Yeah.
on a podcast.
Yeah, I'm not describing what we've just saw.
No one needs to know.
Yeah.
Send in your comments. What do you think I did?
Yeah.
that disgusted the guys so much. My choice is motherfucking He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Nice.
So,
Right, next.
the funny thing is about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is I'm actually too young to have seen it on the TV originally. Because it was broadcast in 1983 and I was born in 1985. So, but the way I was introduced to He-Man, like, so I wouldn't have been like into He-Man for at least another couple of years after that, so like 87, 88, and by that time He-Man's gone. Pretty much. Like, not as popular as it was. But my mum, when she was pregnant with me, used to watch He-Man every day when she was at home.
Strange cravings to have.
Recorded them all on VHS tape, thinking, oh, my boy is going to like some He-Man. This is really good.
That's how I say she wanted a gay son.
Probably. Yeah, she has always said that she wanted a girl. And she was always hoping that I was going to be a girl, but turned out I was a boy. So she recorded He-Man. And so when I was a baby, I had He-Man on repeat on VHS. And I had them all. And I loved all of them. Like all the morals, all the characters. I had all the toys. I had so many toys. Like, obviously, for anyone that knows He-Man, the cartoon was made purely for the toys that Mattel were making.
Yeah, they made the toys first, didn't they?
Yeah, it was just purely to sell the toys. They were basically 20-minute adverts for the toys. It fucking worked. That shit worked because that animation was awesome. Still is awesome. Filmation.
Yeah.
I can't think. I had so much.
Yeah, it's animated at a weird rate, wasn't it? That's why it has that certain style. Was it something like 18 frames a second or something?
It was something janky like that, and like they reused so many different animation loops like throughout all the episodes, and they made hundreds of episodes, but he never actually killed anyone with a sword or killed anyone at all. Like the whole thing.
It was purely defensive.
The only time he actually fought people was like if he was fighting characters, he'd throw them. Yeah. That was the only thing he did. If he was fighting robots, he'd punch them and smash them. And that's it. His sword he didn't use for anything else.
Okay, interesting fact.
That's a bit like the A-Team, isn't it? How no one actually got killed in the A-Team. Apart from one person on like the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I loved all the morals at the end. So, all the different morals that they tell at the end of every story.
That little theme song.
Yeah.
The light plays over the background.
Well, that was Brave Stars, wasn't it?
Club's having a rave over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just loved it. I loved all the background paintings. I thought the backgrounds were all awesome, like the hand-painted backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I loved all the characters. I loved how, like, every episode they were introducing a character, which was a new figure. So it was like the Fisto episode. I love the Fisto episode. Love that guy.
Yeah, legend.
What a glorious beard and a gigantic fist.
If He-Man himself was not in the Masters of the Universe cartoon, who would be your second favourite character?
That's a good question. Ooh, Skeletor.
Yeah, to be fair, I thought that'd be a bit default, but yeah, good shout. Yeah, fair enough.
Skeletor's just brilliant. I love, like, He-Man just beats Skeletor for the best character in Masters of the Universe for me.
Yeah.
I've always loved He-Man. My mum made a cake in the shape of He-Man's power sword for when I was like 4 or 5.
Nice.
It was glorious, covered in yellow buttercream with silver, the silver sugar balls. They were all around it and made like, delicious. Yeah, remember that He-Man costume I made for that fancy dress party at Sophie's house?
I do, I don't make a sword.
Won first prize. Yeah, I made a sword out of a metal bar. It was like what was it like? It was almost 5 foot. It was like 4.5 foot metal bar.
Yeah.
It was fucking well heavy. And I got cardboard, like laid out like some cardboard boxes, stuck one to either side of the bar, cut it out in the He-Man sword shape, made like a wrap for the handle, and then completely covered it in tinfoil, and then drew like the details in marker.
Yeah.
It was fucking well heavy, wasn't it? And I just like showed up at this party, and I had like a skin tight long sleeve top that I'd drawn abs and pecs on, and I'd made the harness, didn't I?
That's right, yeah.
Out of cardboard and tinfoil, and like painted up the Red Cross and stuff. And I bought fur from the market and made my own pants and booties.
No, you went all out for this costume.
I went crazy. I got a wig and styled it into He-Man's bob. It was fucking awesome. And I won first prize at the fancy dress party that we went to. What was your prize? I won a little trophy, I think.
Yeah.
And legendary status.
Nice.
But then, a couple of hours after I'd won the prize, Shane Ramrecker showed up as Teen Wolf. Like this, and it was fucking awesome.
It was.
It was so good. And like everyone was like, if you were here earlier, you'd won first prize. I was like, yeah, dude. First prize, yours is awesome. But yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't retract first prize and just give it straight to him.
Yeah, I would have happily handed him the crown.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, He-Man's got so many good memories for me. It's always just been good and fun, and I love all the action figures they've got out now. I'm really tempted to buy some, but
I'm sure
can't do it.
I'm certain I've got that picture of you easily accessible, and I'm having trouble finding it.
It's not that easily accessible, then, is it, Cap?
I don't know, because I might have just found it. No, I did not. Yeah. I'm sure it's one of these.
I bet I could find it almost instantly.
Hang on.
Don't make me race you, Cap. Cap's just fucking eating time.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
So we're running behind.
Sorry, I'm being swift as I can.
11:05. This motherfucker.
We've just started.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, go for it. We can still carry on.
He-Man. And the Masters of the Universe. I've got the remake of the original He-Man, which is like one of my most prized possessions.
Yeah.
I love it. And I've got the Skeletor up there.
Did you like the movie?
What, Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
Of course I did. It was amazing.
Fucking great movie, isn't it?
Fucking awesome movie.
Like it strays pretty far from the source, but
when I was in rehab a few weeks ago, it came on the television as I was chillaxing. I was like, I'm watching this. And Amy was like, oh, but I thought we were going for a walk. No, we're not. We're watching He-Man. Like, it's on the TV. Like, it has to be watched. And it was at the beginning as well. Like, it was just like the opening credits. I was like, fuck it, we got to watch this.
I've not seen that in years.
We watched it up until they left Eternia and get to come to Earth. And I was like, yeah, we can go now because the rest of it's shit till the end. Let's jet. Oh, have you heard about Dolph Lundgren?
No?
Got cancer.
Oh.
He's had cancer for like the past 7 years.
Shit.
And they found like loads of tumours in his kidneys and stuff, and he's been having loads of operations. So get well soon, Dolph.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Absolutely.
He will always be my live action He-Man, no matter who tries to replace him, if they ever do.
Yeah.
Supposedly trying to do one, aren't they? They have. That's been in the works for years.
Yeah, it won't work now.
I think it depends how they do it.
Yeah.
I think they could make an awesome He-Man movie with the technology they've got now and the budgets. If it got given the budget, it could be fucking blockbuster.
Yeah.
Spawn of a gigantic franchise. Fingers crossed. Masters of the Universe. MOTU. The Pooniverse.
MOT Poo.
Ooh. Mot Poo. Okay. Words.
Yeah. I'm not even going to go any further into that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2.
Ooh. Just missed my penis.
Yeah. Well, this goes back to what we were saying earlier about the whole animation versus cartoon thing. Because for me, my favourite cartoony type thing is an Aardman thing, so stop motion. But basically, any Aardman animation, but Wallace and Gromit in particular.
I do love Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I don't care if it was only like 5 of them or whatever. I will watch them all every Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, but also though, if you look at his other work, like three groups of other work, like the old, what was it, Creature Comforts?
Yeah.
Even they were fantastic back in the day.
I love Creature Comforts.
Yeah.
They were such a great idea.
Really were. And just when you see like the amount of effort that actually goes into doing it as well, just like for 1 second of film time, it could take like 8 hours of a day to do 1 second of filming.
I remember, sorry.
Yeah, different.
But I watched The Grand Day Out when it first aired. When was that? Was that 1990?
How mate?
Something like it was Christmas one year on like BBC One or something. Like I watched it with my family, and we all loved it. It was so good.
Yeah.
It is really good.
And then it was quite a few years later, I think, before The Wrong Trousers came out.
Sorry, 1989.
89, so
my
I was
Lord.
4. Yeah.
I was 0.
You were not here. So I was 4, and I still remember watching it with my family, and then we watched
if it was
Wrong
Christmas,
Trousers.
I was in utero.
One of my favourite Nirvana albums.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We always watched Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Like Wrong Trousers was just perfection.
Yeah, that's exactly what's from to our
That's the best one they've done, and they've not been able to top it. Like Close Shave was good, and but yeah, it's nowhere near.
No.
Spoiler alert, but you know at the end of Grand Day Out, sorry, Wrong Trousers, where Feathers and Gore ends up in the milk bottle.
Yeah,
and you can actually buy a water bottle that is exactly that shape, and the cap on it is the rooster, there's a rubber glove rooster thing.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's so good.
It's 12 out of 10. I've seen like 2 or 3 people come into the shop with them, and I says like, you know what? Just because I love your water bottle so much, I'm going to give you 10% off. So I don't care. I think that's amazing.
So I guess we're all in agreement that the Wrong Trousers is the best one.
Yeah, by far. It's so good. Yeah, Feathers McGraw.
Yeah.
Goes to the Were-Rabbit.
Yeah. That was pretty decent.
It was all right.
Personal favourite line of mine is when Peter Caters, the copper, turns up and says, this looks like a case of arson. And someone says, arson? Said, somebody arson about. So fair enough. That's a pretty decent gag. But no, I'd say Wrong Trousers is perfection.
Yeah.
When was Wrong Trousers?
It's fucking Gromit putting down a track.
The railway track.
Oh.
Does that sound click, 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 click.
I remember watching, like, before it came out.
1993.
Was it Movies, Games and Videos?
Oh, yeah.
And they'd like show like little behind the scenes things and stuff of upcoming stuff. And I'm pretty sure there was one on The Wrong Trousers. And I think there was a special on the BBC as well, like the making of it after it came out. But yeah, just that train scene, it's just absolute genius. Like the pacing and like the music and everything, and just how fast it is.
Yeah.
And it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
And like to think that that's people tweaking tiny little things.
Bits of
Like a
plastic.
fraction at a time to take a photo, and having all that lighting set up. And like another thing that sticks out is when Feathers McGraw's going up on the trousers. Like he's got Wallace hanging out the back of the trousers. He's going up that wall in the dark.
Yeah.
And like he's just stood on it with the remote control, going to rob the place. And yeah, just like even that, like with the moonlight, it's lit by the moonlight, and like, all the buildings and everything have been handmade and built, and it's just genius.
That's insane.
If you look really carefully at some bits, I'm sure you can see the fingerprints of the people. who
No,
did it.
that's my point. Is you can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one's really obvious.
But after that, it's so smooth.
Yeah.
Because that is unfortunately like the common thing in stop motion, isn't it? It's probably the hardest thing to prevent.
Yeah.
Like if you think of a trap door, like
Yeah.
as amazing as that is, like all of their bodies are constantly morphed because they're getting pressed in and stuff. You see all the fingerprints and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. But Grand Day, Wallace and Gromit as a general thing though, I absolutely loved it as a kid, and I still do now. 30 years later?
It's timeless.
Yeah, it is
Anyone
absolutely
can watch
timeless.
it and love it.
Yeah. And I remember when like the old animation studios like burnt down. Remember, we lost like
Oh,
90%.
yeah.
Well, I say 90%. It was something like maybe 80% of their stuff or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that was like, oh no, what the fuck? You know, no more Wallace and Gromit. Oh no.
Because it's the history that burnt down there. Like,
It took like 4 or 5 years to make each one, didn't it?
Yeah.
And they're only like,
Yeah.
I think the Wrong Trousers was like 45 minutes long, was it?
yeah.
Something like that.
So they're not long animations, but the amount of work and effort that goes into them
What was
is
it? Aardman?
unreal.
Was it Aardman that did Chicken Run?
Yeah.
Mm.
But if you think like back then in the 90s, TVs ran at 24 frames a second. So they'd have to do, each second would be 24 different poses.
Yeah.
And because they paid a lot of attention, so like, yeah, when Gromit's whacking down the train tracks, they've got his ears like wagging and, you know, and
Yeah, there's all the facial expressions as well, and like the eyes rolling around, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's not literally just like move an arm picture. Like they're just moving so many different points. So like, yeah, just to get a second of footage, that's 24 of really detailed shots that they got to get.
And even though 9% of that shot is a blur because of the speed he's going at. Yeah. But yeah, so for me, I am going to say Wallace and Gromit.
Good shout.
In fact, sorry, one more thing. But as well, it was Peter Sellis who did the voice. Callis?
Salis.
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 Yeah, played Clegg in Last of Us #1.
Yeah.
Yeah. With all due respect to him, he went till right up to the end, you know. It wasn't long before he passed away, but he was still doing it. And at one point, I'm pretty sure he said he had like 10% vision in one eye. That was it. And like everywhere he was, I believe he had to be carted about by a wheelchair and stuff, but he was still determined to do the voice because he loved it.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Top guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the voice of Gromit? How's he doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Actually, saying that, yeah, I did hear it got a bit rough recently. Damn it.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Right, well, that's all the greatest. Let's see which one of those greatest is the greatest.
Should we quickly do a couple honourable mentions?
Oh, if you like.
Literally just by name.
Yeah.
So I'll go. I've got 2. So I've got The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I've got 3. South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Good shout.
Yeah, that's weird because I was going to bring over a Jessica Rabbit figure to put over it.
I would love that.
So, yeah, I'll do it next week.
She the bomb.
Absolutely.
My honourable mention would be the first series of Big Mouth.
Yeah, that was really good.
Because we've had so many animations over the years and a lot of them are cop-outs. But that first season of Big Mouth was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah. It made you feel so uncomfortable in bits, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was so relatable. Like,
It was spot on.
Yeah.
we'd all been through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of those scenes, like shit. I remember when that happened to me, and then I watched it with my missus, and she was relating to all the girl parts, like the girl episodes. Like, yeah, shit that happened to me.
Yeah.
It's like
It was
wow.
it was good. It was like it was the first comedy in a long while that I've been like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
It's like probably the first time since Family Guy for me.
Felt very original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully agree with Simpsons, South Park, and Big Mouth. But my honourable mention would be the Disney Robin Hood. I just think the amount of effort that went into that, it's 73 it got released, I think, that one. It was just unreal. It just looked really good. Whistle stop, that's called. But weirdly enough... Nice.
Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, though, they never actually released a soundtrack for it. They released a score, but not a soundtrack.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Leaving money on the table.
Yeah, it's absolutely frustrating.
They reused scenes from the Jungle Book.
They did. It was because apparently they ran a little bit over time when producing it or something like that. And yeah, they said, oh shit, we need to speed this up a bit.
Yeah, it was Little John's Dance, weren't it? That was from the Jungle Book.
I think there was 3 of them in total, if I remember
One
right.
with Maid Marian.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was Phony King of England, I think that had something as well. Yeah. Yeah, it was something at the end. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
The Phony King of England.
Yeah. But yeah,
Cool. Good shout, man. Good shout.
thank you.
Anyway, let's crown the
Crown.
the goat.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Should we say 4 SpongeBob SquarePants?
No, because that's good.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay. 3. Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Wallace and Gromit
We
take the
happy with
win.
that.
Been a while since someone know.
Yeah, well done. You win.
Well done, me. I'll
You
get a free
can have a
drink,
sip.
Of the drink that you brought.
Yeah.
Awesome, Sawsome.
Well done, me.
Yay! Good goat. Who will we choose to reach the top of Mount Olympoos? Mount Olympoos. Here we are at base camp once again. This time on Earth. We have 5 contenders ready to go up the mountain. This week, we are talking the longest running animated television franchises. Now, what qualifies these are episode counts. So, the most amount of episodes. First up to tackle the mountain is now number 5, which is The Simpsons.
Oh.
With 740 episodes. There's been 34 seasons so far.
I think there's been a few seasons where they've only had like 10 or 12 episodes.
Yeah, writer strikes and all that.
So that's probably slowed it down a
But
touch.
that's still, that's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
And to have that same cast as well. They've got jobs for life.
Yeah, well, they don't need to work after this because they
Oh,
get
no.
paid like 10 million an episode, each character.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
But I think Harry Shearer does pretty much all the voices now.
Yeah.
Good. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic series. And you know that whole thing it was saying about, what is it, Simpsons did it? I remember even on South Park came out and said exactly that.
predicting stuff.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Every single plot line you could ever think of was a Simpsons episode has done something almost directly to what you said. Almost. But yeah.
And the Treehouse Horror episodes are
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah. They've always been great.
Yeah.
I have actually been meaning to get a Kodos and Kang tattoo for a long time. That is on my list of tattoos I want to get, but I don't know where on my body, that's my problem.
And earlobes.
I remember when we first got The Simpsons in the UK
Yeah.
on Channel 4, 6 p.m. So it was my dinner time.
Yeah.
So we'd all sit at the table, we had a little TV in the kitchen, and we'd watch The Simpsons while we were eating our dinner. And it like started from episode 1, like the very first episode. Even though this would have been like
Jesus.
mid-90s, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It was like mid-90s, I think, when we got it. And
Nice.
the only other way we could watch them would have been if we rented them from the video store.
Yeah.
And that's some fond memories of sitting around the dinner table having a laugh, like to the Stuntman episode and stuff. When he tries to cross the canyon, the gorge.
Springfield Gorge.
Fucking classic.
Yeah.
Well, I've watched those first episodes so many times.
And he doesn't clear it until the movie.
Yeah. I thought that was a great touch.
Yeah.
Such a long callback. Like 20 years before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's The Simpsons. They're off.
Okay.
Off up the mountain, you little yellow fuckers. That sounds really racist.
Just a bit.
Are we going to write down our scores or we're just going to count it as we go?
Oh, yeah. Forgot that's how this game worked.
Yeah.
It's because we brought back the goat. It threw us off.
Yeah. My wheels are spinning.
Play along at home as well, folks.
Play along at home. Okay. So, for the Yim Yims... That's sorry.
That sounds very racist.
That's not racist. That's my cousin's young lad, Chris, who he might be listening, so shout out to Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Chris Taylor. He's not a little boy anymore, but when he was like 2, he couldn't say The Simpsons properly, so he used to call them the Yim Yims.
Fair enough.
And so I always called them the Yim Yims ever since. So for me, fond memories. I thought, obviously, it's like world known, massive brand. Like everyone knows The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I don't know what stopped me giving it a 10, but yeah, I want to say 9.
I think, 9 again. I think it dropped off a bit towards the middle,
Yeah.
well, and like the back end, it isn't as good as what it used to be. But and there's some episodes where you can see they're clearly just like clawing for ideas. Like
you can
we've
tell.
done it all.
I've not watched much of the
I
recent
mean, they're all
stuff at
still
all.
good though. Like, there's not
That's
a bad
it.
episode. Even the newer ones, like they're not bad.
'Cause as long as you've got Homer being dumb,
Yeah,
it's funny.
Barbie and mischievous.
Yeah, as long as the characters are themselves, it doesn't matter what scenario you put them in, it's still entertaining.
Yeah. What do you call it as well? The use your brain.
Porn parodies.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty terrifying. No, sorry, I forgot it. Don't worry about it.
fair enough. So
Sorry,
9's all
forgot.
round.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Next up, the only entry from the UK, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Wow.
Ran for 28 seasons and has 746 episodes. So only 6 episodes more than The Simpsons. What an odd one.
Yeah.
I would have not even expected that to be in the top 10.
No, me neither.
Well, I saw Thomas the Tank Engine, wallpaper, bed sheets. Weirdly enough, we go back to cake we were talking about earlier. When I was 6, my best mate's mum brought me a cake, and it was...
It made you
shape-
sleepy.
That's the one, yeah.
You
it
can't
was-
remember what happened after your birthday.
For the next 18 years. Yeah. No, it was in the shape of Thomas the Tank Engine. It was really good, really well done, bless her. Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, it was my brother Jamie that was into Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
He loved it, and we did have Thomas the Tank Engine wallpaper at one point.
Me.
I mainly got to choose the wallpaper because I was the eldest.
Because you were decorating when you were 8.
Yeah, with my little frilly shirt on.
Plasterboarding.
Yeah, yeah, I have fond memories. I was not massively into Thomas the Tank Engine myself. I could see the appeal.
Yeah, I liked it when I was like 3.
Yeah, so I loved He-Man. Jamie loved Thomas the Tank Engine.
I just loved all the other names of the engines, you know, like Percy, Gordon.
That's my granddad's name.
It's originally narrated by Ringo Starr
Yeah.
Yeah.
for like the first
Peace and
season
love.
or 2.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
reference.
Rate it.
I mean, it's alright, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
through an adult lens, not so much.
I'll give
but
it 6.5.
To be fair, because I was into it as a kid,
Yeah, I feel 7.
yeah, I'm going to say 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, because I was really into it as a kid. I had a cake like it, man.
My brother Jamie had a cake like it, made out of chocolate.
Mine was made
Hang
out of
on.
cake.
Maths just
21.
almost happened. What's it? 21, is it? I'm going to take your word for it.
Because you add the
21.
2 halves together, which makes a 1. Add it onto the 6, then you got 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That was what my brain was trying to get to.
That was my retard maths.
No, that's a good way. I go all round the houses when I try and do maths. Like basic maths. Just fucking ruins my brain.
I'm not going to lie, I thought you were just trying to do it fart.
No, I'm number retarded.
Okay. Numerically dyslexic.
That's the one. If you want to get technical,
I don't know, I just made that
I'll
up.
go literal.
Or in your case, illiteral.
It's dyscalculia, isn't it?
That's the one. That's the one.
Next up, Yogi Bear and Friends.
No, it was there were like 12 episodes of that.
Again,
Ever.
28 seasons, but 761 episodes.
I think I've only ever seen 3.
Oh,
Yeah, I've probably
yeah.
seen 3, and I've probably seen them 3 times.
Have all the other episodes like released only in Singapore or something like that?
No, it's all United States, I think.
What about
It's
now?
big in the United States.
I could guess, I can kind of see why it would be bigger there, because obviously it's based there. It's based in their big national parks, which nowhere else
Yeah.
really has, do they? So like it's quite a localized thing. But I remember it was always on Cartoon Network in the 90s.
Yeah, you'd have all the...
But I'd always only ever see
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 episodes.
You'd have the Hanna-Barbera cartoons sort of in a cycle. So you'd have like Yogi Bear or the Jetsons or the Flintstones.
Yeah, I loved it when it was Wacky Races.
Yeah, or
you
Wacky
know.
Races. Yeah, and they just like do a season of each, wouldn't they? And like just scroll through them. So yeah, I'd catch glimpses of them. It was like the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
But because we just got a trickle of American cartoons. Like we got them.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't exposed to it until we got Sky, like Probably 97. We got Sky.
I think we got 95.
So I remember we got it
Yeah.
like literally days before Princess Diana died.
Wow.
This is how I know, because I snuck downstairs to watch the Disney Channel at like 5 a.m. So I'm there watching Goof Troop, but it kept coming up at the bottom, the scrolling thing of like, go to Sky News now, like emergency and all this. And I'm like, I'm freaking out because I'm 7 and I'm trying to sneak cartoons in. Fucking the TV shouting at me that there's some national emergency. So I had to go up and get my mum. My mum, she's come down and burst into tears. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, oh my god, like I am in so much trouble. And then no, it turns out just the princess died.
Crazy.
But that was a very confusing time, but that's how I always remember when we got Sky. It was literally like 3 days before Princess Diana died. Because I tried to sneak in cartoons. And I thought I'd set off a bomb or something.
But back to Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
That's a really satisfying voice to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
A picnic basket.
And the ranger guy. What was the ranger guy's name?
Oh.
Ranger Foreskin.
That's him. Officer Dibble's Top Cat. It was Ranger.
Top
Did it? The most incredible leader of the game. In the one beep dip beep. It's the top cat.
I refused to watch the movie they did a few years back.
I've not seen it. Not really
Refused
interested.
to.
I can't remember which way around it was, but I think in America, Top Cat was known as Boss Cat because Top Cat was already a thing.
Oh.
Fair enough. Yogi Bear.
Yeah, Yogi Bear.
I've not really got an opinion on it. It was alright. It's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. They're all alright. So I'll give it a 5.
It had some generally good tomfoolery, I thought. I'd say 7.
Oh no, I'll give it a 6.
Well,
18. Ooh.
you could say that you're not smarter than the average bear.
Number 2. Second longest running television show is
Flintstones.
I'm gonna go Tom and Jerry.
Oh, is there one of the other?
Oh no, wait. Number 3 this is. Number 3.
You sure?
You were both wrong. It's Mickey Mouse and Friends.
Ah.
It's had 29 seasons and 1,137 episodes. Quite considerably more than Yogi and the rest of the gang.
Is that because each episode's like 10 minutes long?
Probably.
Yeah, good point.
But I've seen bits of them.
Because that's just like the old Disney cartoons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
Just like Daffy Duck and Goofy, and like they have like the individual stories.
Jimmy Donald Duck.
A bit like Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
but the Disney version.
You got the wrong duck.
What did I say?
You said Daffy Duck.
Did I?
Yeah. Donald.
Oh, yeah, it's the white one, not the black one.
Yeah. It's Disney, for fuck's sake.
As you were saying, there's mainly stuff from back in the days when he went to the Screenatorium. So much for clickies.
Watch those moving pictures, see?
Get some refreshments. Get some cigarettes. Wash them all down with household waste. Don't know how to go to that.
But no, they are classic. Like I'm just thinking back now. I remember I had Goofy trying to do the Olympic Games on like VHS,
Yeah.
like a mix, and
That does ring a bell.
yeah,
Yeah.
there are some classic ones.
I don't really remember too much of it, in all honesty. I was never a big Mickey fan. It was just
The ones that I
as a
remember the
whole.
most are like the Donald Duck ones and the Goofy ones.
Yeah, and I like the Pluto ones. They were fun.
Oh god, what's the best Mickey calling for Pluto impression?
Hey, come on, Pluto!
That was pretty good, to be fair.
That was all right. I'm not doing one. It's too late in the night for impressions.
Hey, Pluto! Why don't you come over here and suck my cock?
Okay, that was even better than the first time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the line you've been practicing.
Oh, yeah. I do this voice all the time.
See, it's slipping. It's slipping now.
It's starting to slip. I'm thinking too hard about it. It's kind of a little bit Michael Jackson.
A little bit, yeah.
Just for the, I don't know what you call it, Lawyers of the Mouse. That was just parody, don't come after us. Please.
Fuck you, House of Mouse.
Yeah.
And the horse you rode it on.
And the mouse you rode it on.
And the ninjas
Fucking
you're
yes,
sending
Gary.
away.
Uh-huh.
And the ninjas that are sending on
Oh,
away.
shit. I wonder what that rustling was above us. Mickey Mouse and Friends, I'll give it 6.
I've got no opinion, so I'm going to have to give it a 5.
I'm going 8.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Because I had loads of like the compilation videotapes. It's like Saturday morning cartoons, volume 2 and all that shit.
Oh.
And yeah, because they're only like 5-10 minutes long each, they'd sprinkle them in between like Superman and all the other bits. So yeah, I've seen quite a lot of them.
I've cocked up a little bit.
Yeah.
There's 6 contenders, not 5, because I started too early. I jumped the gun with The Simpsons. I don't know why I went in with The Simpsons. That's number 6.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So let me just...
So this is going to be confusing to our listeners.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. So
we found a mystery contender up on the mountain. Over the months of snow.
Yeah.
The Simpsons did a run-in.
So the numbering is, number 6 was The Simpsons. Number 5 was Thomas and Friends. Number 4 is Yogi Bear and Friends. Number 3 is Mickey Mouse and Friends. Now number 2 is Transformers.
Oh.
28 seasons, 1,199 episodes.
No.
You'd round it off, surely.
Because...
That's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Bastards.
That can't be right.
Apparently so.
You could say something was more for BCI to miss.
It says here that all these shows as well are still airing new episodes.
Ah, okay.
So I'm guessing like the Transformers would include like the Beast Wars and was it the Cybertron sucks your mum, and all that kind of business.
And sometimes because they do like the main Transformers cartoon, don't they? Then they'll have like another one, and then they'll have like a preschool one.
Yeah.
So if they're running like 3 seasons consecutively, that's going to ramp up, isn't it?
Yeah. And it did. It has.
Yeah.
It still is. Transformers. Well, like for me, my memory of Transformers, I was never really massively into Transformers. I had like a couple of random ones that I probably got from a car boot sale for like 50p. They were dog shit, and I wasn't really into them. But my dad had a best friend, Fuzz, and his lad, he was a little bit special. He was an only child, and he had lots of Transformers, and he was very into Transformers, and he used to go around and play at his house when I was like 8. From ever since I was really little, because our dads were best buds.
You were 27.
Yeah. But we must have been about 8 or 9, and what he used to do was curl up into a ball on the floor and then go and like to move all his limbs in a weird transforming way and transform himself into a robot, and he took it very seriously. A bit too seriously, and was very over enthusiastic, and yeah, it was a bit bizarre. We were like I think he's a year younger than me. I think he was the same age as my brother Jamie.
Yeah.
And yeah, but he had loads of Transformers. So it's the only time I really played with them, and never watched the cartoons.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that first. I preferred like Visionaries. Oh, Visionaries! Shout out to Visionaries.
Knights of a Magical Light.
Do you not know Visionaries, dude? It was another TV show to sell action figures.
Yeah.
Most of them were back then.
Yeah, but they were like coloured knights, and they'd have holograms on their chests of like animals.
I think I had one actually.
Yeah, and they'd have a big staff.
Yeah.
That also had a hologram in it that could summon like a big, gigantic tonk beast.
Yeah, one was a bird, one was like a tiger, was it a bear?
But like, there was a bear. There was the falcon. The cheetah was my favourite. The cheetah dude, and like the red dude, and they had removable helmets. Yeah. I remember that with the action figures too. Yeah, they were awesome action figures, and the cartoon was awesome. Knights of the Magical Light. It was really good. But yeah, and so like when they activated their power, like the animal would come out of their chest, and they'd their consciousness would go into it, and they could like battle and stuff.
It was a little bit He-Man mixed with Tron.
Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't really Tron because it wasn't anything to do with computers or anything. It was all.
Holograms.
It was like a fantasy, like a sci-fi fantasy type thing.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
It was really cool.
I think I did have one of the figures again, probably like a car boot find.
Yeah.
So they had like the little see-through chest things, had the little hologram.
Yeah, and like twist it. I used to love them.
But Transformers, like the show was really cool. Very similar to He-Man in that it's kind of like style, but also like the pacing and
they have a lot of morals at the end.
A lot of morals as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they did the moral thing. Stole that from He-Man, motherfuckers.
But no, it is a good show. Optimus Prime's voiced by Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
One of the amusing things I find.
Sorry,
go on.
Yeah, fuck you, Cam.
Apparently, that's how Optimus Prime how his brother speaks, and he based Optimus Prime off his brother's like voice.
Oh,
He did just like a homage, like my brother's the greatest like hero ever.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, your thing.
Nice little fact.
Oh, that's right. It weren't that special, but at work we sell the dead Optimus Prime figure. And it's dead funny because it is literally just a greyed out Optimus Prime that comes with a little matrix next to him. It's dead weird. Yeah.
For a main character, he does die a lot.
He does. He died 3 or 4 times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get for being the leader of the Autobots. Roll out!
He was always my favourite, though. I did like Optimus.
Yeah, Optimus is always the best.
It's one of the few things where I did actually prefer the good guys over the bad guys. Apart from Soundwave, because Soundwave is awesome. So he's got Laserbeak.
I know, Starscream was cool.
Starscream was cool, man, because of a voice, which I can't do.
And he turned into a jet.
Yeah, jets are cool. Transformers, then. I give it 5. I was never really into it.
I'll give it an 8.
Oh.
7.
Oh. 20. Said that. Right. So what do you think is the longest running animated television franchise of all time?
You know what? I am actually somehow fairly certain. I think South Park has actually just taken this title.
No, I think it's gonna be something obscure. This is gonna be like the comic book one. It's gonna be like fucking Asterix and Obelix or something.
That's a good shout.
Good shout.
Tintin.
Yeah, Tintin.
Oh.
Both wrong.
I want it to be Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Flintstones. But
It's Looney Tunes.
oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
It would be
Looney Tunes.
They've been going
about
since
this earlier.
fucking
They've had
1720.
30 seasons, which doesn't really seem like a lot, but they've had 1,626 episodes.
Wow.
500 more than Transformers, nearly.
Wow.
Cray.
That is crazy.
Have you ever seen a Looney Tunes cartoon though where you've not laughed?
No.
No,
Yeah.
they're all brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, even the early ones.
One of my favourite ones is one where Bugs Bunny is a matador to that bull. And like he's on doing stuff like putting the elastic band round a horse and then like fucking off with that giant boulder, like walks back like 12 miles or something. Yeah.
Bugs Bunny's great.
Yeah.
Daffy Duck's great. Porky Pig's okay. You fucking hate Porky Pig though, don't you?
To be fair, yeah.
Is it because you resemble him?
Yes, that's exactly right. I'm right.
If we shaved you, I reckon you'd look like Porky Pig.
I thought when that topic come up, it was because he had a speech impediment.
Oh yeah, it's because you're ableist.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. It's my English is coming through. So you're suggesting if I wear one of those little sort of, you know, those like denim jackets that ladies
Little
wear.
tuxedo jacket.
No, like the denim jackets that ladies wear, but it only covers like the top half of it. It doesn't cover their stomach at all. That's what you call. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if I wear one of those and absolutely nothing else, and you shave me bare, you're suggesting I resemble Porky Pig.
Yeah, because like Porky Pig
also
doesn't wear trousers, and you can't see his cock either.
Yeah, I was going to say it's because I'm perfectly smooth down below. Yeah. Like Marilyn Manson off the cover of fucking Whichever album it was, can't remember now.
But
Yeah, isn't that right?
all the
Yeah,
characters are funny.
Yeah.
I even loved it when they went a bit wild and they put characters as side characters. Like how you got Duck Dodgers.
Yes.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
best.
Marvin the Martian
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, he's my spirit animal. Marvin the Martian.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny and Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. Love then Bugs will fill in for the other characters. So like he'll chase the Roadrunner for a while. No, he'll replace Roadrunner. So Coyote is trying to catch Bugs Bunny instead.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Good crossovers.
Yeah.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Looney Tunes is pretty damn great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What was the name of that particular piece of music?
I don't know.
The merry-go-round broke down or something like that.
And the iconic rings on the screen that they pop their heads out of. Remember the Tazos as well?
Yeah.
I have
Tazos.
numerous sets of all of those. I
Space
never knew
Jam.
what happened to them.
Space Jam was awesome. I haven't seen the newest one.
I've not.
It's on Amazon at the minute.
I don't
and I'm
want
I kind of want to watch it.
I don't
'cause
want to.
Space Jam was awesome.
Space Jam was like I remember having a book of the art of Space Jam and like the sketches and like the drafts, the rough drafts of the characters and stuff, and it had loads about the animation. Again, hand drawn animation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like in that movie, but spliced with actual footage.
Yeah. I don't think it was quite as good as Roger Rabbit.
No,
I'd
but
say it's a close second though.
the thing is, Roger Rabbit was the opposite way round, where it was animated characters in the real world. But Space Jam, it went from animated characters in the real world to real world
Yeah,
characters.
there's bits in Roger Rabbit where he went into cartoon world, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
Excuse
I
me,
don't know.
sorry.
I think Space Jam was better, but that's probably just more my nostalgia.
Maybe.
Yeah.
'Cause I was never really into Roger Rabbit. Like there's a lot that bored me when I was a child. I was watching that, and some bits that scared me.
Yeah, it was quite scary.
It
Yeah.
was quite a dark movie.
Yeah.
It was.
So Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes.
I think I'm going to give it a 10.
I'm just brushing 10, yeah.
I'm giving it 9.
Like, there's nothing in it that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, it's all great.
As you know, I
Yeah.
can't give anything a 10.
We did last week to something else, but
Did I?
yeah.
Maybe it wasn't last week though, Camp.
Well,
Maybe it was 2 weeks ago.
could have been.
You don't know.
Could have been.
We don't know.
No,
How does time work?
Who knows?
it's relative.
Exactly. 9.
No, it's more like 12,
So you guys both going 10.
10.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, 29. Well,
Welly well.
they've all headed out. We've given them a head start. Let's go see who has made it to the top of Mount Olympoos for this week. So number 6. Wait a second.
Coming in sick out of 5 places.
So at number 6,
Ooh.
fuck's sake, Cam. Number 6, it's Yogi Bear and his friends. They're all goners.
Yeah.
They're not smarter than the average bears. They're dumber than most people.
Did they have a boo-boo?
All they wore was fucking bow tie and a hat, a fedora. Was it a fedora?
Oh,
I don't know.
It was like a cap.
It's just a silly hat.
I almost remembered the guy's name. It's Ranger.
Boo Boo had a bobo.
Yeah.
Hurt
Nice.
his bum bum.
So I'm going to very quickly find out Ranger's name.
We've gone over this already. It's Ranger Bumflap.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Ranger Labia Majora.
That's him.
Your mum's a ranger.
Ranger Danger.
Oh my goodness. Keb's Googling skills about on par
Don't remember if it's goes slow.
with Stephen Hawking's Google skills. Stephen Hawking now.
The dead one.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Fuck's sake. You're just trying to figure out how to spell yogi.
Yeah, why not?
Can we continue now?
Right.
For fuck's sake. I'm going to pause the recording. I'm running out of hard drive space.
Apparently it was just called Ranger Smith. That's a letdown.
Yeah, Ranger Smith.
Yeah, it's Ranger Smith.
Yeah.
John Francis Smith is
Yeah.
the full name. Ranger John. Cool.
There you go. Well, they're all dead anyway. They're all failures. Number 5, with 19 points, is Mickey Mouse and Friends. Yeah.
The mouse did not get far from the house.
No. Goofy got hungry and ate them all. Cannibalism amongst the Disney squad. Number 4, Transformers.
Oh.
Yeah. So they didn't make it very far. They rusted.
Must have got some water in the electronics.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they found the key to Cybertron and got called away.
Possibly.
Is that
Possibly.
a thing? Did I just make a reference?
That's close enough, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You got enough of words, right?
I did a thing that wasn't Marvel or Star Wars. Yay.
Michael Bay tried to blow up the mountain, but it didn't work.
He blew up the Transformers
He
instead.
did.
Have you ever heard of a Transformers Universal Greeting?
No.
Here we go. It is... Hang on.
Oh my goodness.
Here it is.
Oh my goodness.
It's fucking loaded.
Oh my
There you
days.
go. It is commonly translated as Bow Weep Cloud Weep Ninny Bong. That is what, it's called Transformers Universal Greeting.
What
That's how
are
they greet
you?
all the species.
Okay. Number 3. Are we on number 3? Thomas and his friends. Choo choo, motherfuckers. Okay, you got anything to Google?
Not on this one.
Okay, cool. Right, so number 2. Well, it turns out it's not any train tracks on Mount Olympoos, so
There was some for like halfway up.
yeah.
It's one of those mysteries, like when there was like a plane found in the Arctic or something like that, or whatever it was.
I know trains can't actually climb a steeper than a 32-degree incline, so
Not that attitude.
Mount Olympoos proved too much because that's actually a 33-degree incline.
Yeah.
So that's why they got further than the others anyway. Maths.
It's pretty steep going up that mountain.
Number 2! The Simpsons. The Yim Yims. Do you know, if I edit all the bit out about my cousin's lad and just kept Yim Yims out, would I sound super racist?
Yeah,
No, but-
especially because the sentence before you called them yellow people.
Yeah, because without that context, we've missed a chunk of this segment.
So you just make a comment about being racist by calling them the yellow people, then you're yim yims.
Which means number 1, top of Mount Olympoos, the only one. Oh yeah, the Yim Yims, Homer did something, said dough. Plough King, Mr. Plough came out and sang a song, and but they broke down near the top. So the winner is
So that is the worst chat AG, was it
It's-
AGI response
Chat
ever, whatever it's called.
GPT.
Yeah. Chugging THC.
Chat
Like,
STD.
That's him. Yeah. That's the worst response.
Chat
type of
HIV.
word.
Which means number 1 is Looney Tunes, of
Hey.
course, you silly goose. Well,
Yeah.
you can't really argue with that, can you?
That's,
Nah.
I'd say that's spot on.
That's scientifically proven to be
Yeah.
the best out of all of them. No wonder they got to the top. Easy peasy.
Who would you say is your favourite Looney Tune character?
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I remember
Ice Cube.
Ludicrous Bear.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. No. Mr. Lee, who was your favourite member of NWA?
Oh, I thought we were doing rap music this week.
Oh, okay. Easy to get too confused.
Yeah. Mine's ODB, by the way.
Nice, yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's Wu-Tang, isn't it?
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I had a beer this week.
What?
And I only bought it because of the name and it was reduced.
Did you grow more pubes?
Yeah. The company that made it was called the Yeasty Boys.
I like it.
Did you end up with thrush?
Yeah.
You gave me thrush! Have you seen that clip? I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was like a viral video or something of like Jeremy Kyle or something like that. One of the women on there, they're like started having a big heated argument, and she was just like, "You gave me thrush!" to this dude, and he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Amazing.
Mount Olympoos, Looney Tunes, cartoons, poons. Camp's corner, he sits in the corner with a finger up his bum. Camp's corner, he sits in the corner thinking about his mum. It makes his penis come.
I suppose you don't just got one song and stick with that. But still. So, yet again, in the corner, there is another quiz, spelled KWYZ, as it should be. I'm sure you guys remember Cartoon Network from back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I was a very big fan of that
it
myself.
had cartoons on it.
It did. On,
It was a network.
It was a network, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah, I remember when that shit started up. You know, that's how old school. Sorry, not old school, just old I am. But I have 5 of my favourite shows here. I have 3 questions from each of those shows relating to them.
Okay.
It's your standard buzz-in, and whoever gets there first
Standard
gets an
buzz-in.
answer. Yeah, pretty much.
That is a standard.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's just your basic quiz format stuff. So, let's start off.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah, we need to assign some.
Got to buzz in.
Yeah, buzz-in.
So if it's
things.
Cartoon Network,
One of you says cartoon, the other one says network.
we do Johnny Bravo. I go, ha! You go, hoo!
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let's test them.
Got it.
Ha! Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Do the monkey now.
Right.
Yeah, baby.
I'll tell you what, man. Let's start off with Johnny Bravo.
I don't know anything about Johnny Bravo.
Yes,
Okay.
they were all on cocaine.
Yeah, that's quite reasonable. So, question 1 for Johnny Bravo. Name the young kid that idolises Johnny.
No idea. Pass.
No idea.
No? Okay. His name was Carl.
I do that.
Probably could have guessed that, actually.
Question 2. There was a Johnny Bravo Simpsons episode.
Okay.
True or false?
False.
Oh, false.
Correct. 1 each.
Hey.
Question 3. There was a Johnny Bravo Scooby-Doo crossover episode.
True.
True or false?
True.
There's all the huh and ha
Oh.
on this.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you both got the answer correct, though, yeah. So two each. Right. Dexter's Lab.
Ooh.
Dexter had a pet.
Dee
Dee.
Yeah, do you want to change sounds or do you want to stick with it?
Dee.
Okay.
Ha!
Right. Question 1. Dexter had a pet monkey which had its own show. What was the show called?
Pass.
IR Baboon?
No, but that was a quality show.
I are Backboon is star of cartoon. I am Weasel.
Because Baboon's better than Weasel. No, you don't need pants for a victory dance because Baboon's better than Weasel. I are Baboon, big star
It's
cartoon.
all coming back
For the
to
victory dance.
I am Weasel. Cow and chicken as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Anyway,
Yeah, so the show of Dexter's Pet Monkey was called Dial M for Monkey.
okay.
And basically, this monkey was just your standard lab animal getting tested on. And Dexter believed it just to be a generally idiotic chimpanzee. But no, it turns out he actually had superpowers and used to fight crime in its own monkey way. It was pretty crazy.
Cool.
Question 2. Who was Dexter's rival?
No idea. Dee
Yes?
Dee.
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Mandog. Okay, right. You've got to get this one. When Dexter tried to subliminally learn French, he ended up being able to say nothing but one phrase. I'm going to finish the question here.
Go for it.
What was it? And bonus points for translating it.
Omelette du fromage. And it's cheese omelette.
Correct. 2 points to you.
2 points.
I was hoping so badly that question would come up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's the only thing I can properly remember
Well
from Dexter's
played.
Lab.
I don't remember anything from Cartoon Network.
No?
No.
Oh, well, you're going to do really well on this round then.
Yep.
Okay, seeing as Mr. Lee is in the lead, you get to choose the next thing. You can choose either Powerpuff Girls, Two Stupid Dogs, or Ed, Edd and Eddy.
I'm going to go 2 Stupid Dogs.
Oh, good shout.
Never seen it.
The score is coming in 4-2 to Mr. Neil. Question 1. Name both dogs.
Oh, shit.
This is an open question as well, so it's to you as well. I suppose.
No, I have no idea. Dave and Steve.
Okay.
Oh,
Two.
I can't. I know. Isn't it something? I know obviously this is wrong, but it's something like a Ren and Stimpy. Like it's those kind of like that kind of language,
Right.
if I remember right. But now I'm blanking. I don't know.
The dogs had no name,
Oh,
but they were referred to occasionally as the big dog and the little dog. So that's what
I
they
thought they
grew
had
to be
names.
named as. But yeah, they were never actually named.
completely misremembering everything. It's fine.
True or false? There is an episode where the little dog falls into a grave and scares the shit out of the big dog by wearing a human skull.
Ha! True.
False.
True.
Yes.
4-3. What was Mr. Hollywood's catchphrase?
Ha! I like little boys.
Appropriately named, but no. No.
No.
Well, ain't that cute? But it's wrong! Right. Mr. Wayne, seeing as you scored points that round. Powerpuff Girls or Ed, Edd and Eddy?
Powerpuff Girls.
Nice. Right, and to both of you. Question 1. Name the 4 ingredients that created the Powerpuff Girls.
Ha! Sugar, spice, and all things nice.
There's one more ingredient.
Chemical X.
Correct.
Ah!
Question 2. Oh, wait, so that's that 5-3.
Wait, who gets points there?
Lee. Because he got the final thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
My answer was better
It's
than
Kemp's game.
yours.
It's Kemp's game. It's Kemp's rules.
A little bit.
I'm not bitter.
Question 2. Best Mojo Jojo impression gets a point.
Oh, Mojo Jojo.
I'm not racist.
It's not racist. He's a small chimpanzee like
No, I
animal
don't
with
know what it
exposed
sounds
brain.
like. I'll just do what Lee did. I'm Mojo Jojo!
Yeah, Lee's better to be fair, yeah. Points Lee. That was a good one, that as well. There was once a 4th Powerpuff Girl. True or false?
Ha! True.
True.
Correct. Yes, it was temporarily. Although weirdly, I've been unable to find the character's name, but yes, it was an episode.
What happened to the live action one that we're doing?
Live action? Oh,
Yeah, they were like rebooting it and they were shooting it and then
Yeah, some shit
it's
went
kind of
down.
vanished.
Some shit went down. I can't remember what. I remember reading about it though.
Yeah.
Something controversial.
don't know.
And they were taking a dark time with it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
sidetracked.
That's right. Right, last one is Ed, Edd and Eddy. 3 questions again. Question 1. Who carried Plank?
Ha! Ed.
Right. Sorry?
Eddie.
No. Johnny 2x4.
What? Oh.
Oh, I thought it was the middle one.
What were the three titular characters in Search of?
Hot. Money.
Nope.
No, I don't know.
Nope. They're always in search of jawbreakers.
Oh.
Right.
Nope. And last but not least, what colour are the circles representing Plank's eyes? Oh, hang on. Sorry. Almost. What are the current scores? This is still 5-3.
It's 7-4.
7-4. Okay. So
this one's worth 4 points.
John's on whether to do it or not now. I don't know.
Why break a habit?
Yeah, sorry, why not? Good point. Yeah.
Still ridiculous.
Okay, just to make it not as bad then, we'll make it a 10-point question then. Just so it's like we're completely dominating Victor.
Because it's still
It's
all
still the
dependent on the
same
last
thing.
question.
Hello. Okay, so, what colour are...
Red.
Correct. Well done, Nick.
Yes! Fucking nailed it in your face.
Oh, very good.
I knew I knew more about Cartoon Network than you do.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh.
What do I win, Camp?
You win a...
sip of that.
Yeah, I'll do. Let me just smooth my hair, foreskin out in it first. But yeah,
There we go. I'm victorious.
Yeah. So
Good game, Mr. Neil.
Good game.
So it seems like I made that one a little bit hard this week. I do apologise.
Yeah, that hurt my brain, that did.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just thought you would have remembered some reason a little bit better.
Yeah, well, I was thinking as you were saying it, I was like, I don't know any of these. And I'm like, I haven't watched these since they originally aired on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do Cartoon Network.
Yeah, and I never liked Ed, and Eddie.
Alrighty. Let's slide on over from Camp's Corner into Wayne's Nub Hub. I'm sat here with my nub out. It's got a little chub.
Getting your hub on.
And let's emphasise the little, because I don't have a lot. Anyway, so I have a quizzy for you, busies, in a secondsies. Okay. It's only a short one. 17 questions.
Yeah, 14 questions, yeah.
So, these are just all cartoon-related questions, just general knowledge. Buzzing with an answer. What we're going to have for buzzers? You want to stick with your Johnny Bravos?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, what are you having?
Do
Do you want to take ha?
No, I will beep beep like Roadrunner.
Meep meep.
Yeah.
Got that? That's buzzing, Camp?
Beep beep.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right.
Decided.
Buzzers locked in. Quick fire, Nub Hub. Dramatic music. While The Simpsons is the longest running cartoon in the US, what cartoon is the second longest running?
Beep beep.
Oh, let me just clarify. Sorry, before you buzz in. So this is longest running as in time, not episodes, like we did before, just so we don't confuse it with the Mount Olympoos,
Yeah.
which was most amount of episodes. This has been on television for the longest.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me start again. While The Simpsons is the longest running cartoon in the US, what cartoon is the second longest running?
Beep beep. South Park.
Correct.
Yeah.
Number 2. What is the name of Donald Duck's twin sister?
Beep beep. Daisy Duck.
Why would he try and bang his twin sister?
Because he's sick like that.
Wrong, Mr. Neil.
I don't know.
Well, the answer is Della, Dumbbells, or Thelma.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. Who is SpongeBob's... Oh, before I must clarify, we need first name and surname of this character. Who is SpongeBob's friend that lives under a rock?
Beep beep. Patrick Star.
Oh, yes, Cam. Didn't think you'd get the surname, but you're a fucking tricky guy.
Yeah, I know my SpongeBob.
Oh, you know your SpongeBob. What year was Bambi released? Closest answer wins. Yes.
1951.
56.
Mr. Neil wins it. It was 1942.
Fucking hell.
Okay, who is the brother of Mufasa in The Lion King?
Scar.
Oh, yeah. You know my boy Scar. Ooh.
Scar with You 1 came out this week.
How many kids does Ned Flanders have?
I mean,
2.
Yes. Oh. In the lead, Mr. Neil. What is the name of the little girl that's Johnny Bravo's neighbour?
Maybe
Yes.
Alice?
Who the fuck is Alice? No.
Alice.
Mr. Neil?
Molly.
No. Little Susie.
That's it.
Of course it would be.
When Doug no longer aired on Nickelodeon, what company did a new season air on?
Disney.
Yes.
I know my Doug funny.
Oh, yeah. In the remake of Space Jam, what basketball player starred in the film? Count.
LeBron James.
The answer on here is Space Jam.
It's
Yeah, makes
LeBron
sense.
James.
Yes, LeBron James. In Rocket Power, what was Sammy's nickname? I don't know what Rocket Power is.
Oh, I know the one with the roller skates.
I know of it, but I don't know anything about it, yeah.
Pass.
I'll give you a name. I'll give you a clue. It's a sea creature. Give you a guess.
Kraken.
Narwhal.
No, squid. What now defunct channel aired a mature version of the animated television show Ren and Stimpy?
Maybe,
Yes, Cal.
is it Boomerang?
No, only buzz in if you have an answer.
Yeah, it's like Cartoon Network Boomerang or something.
No, Mr. Neil.
Jetix.
No, it was Spike TV.
Oh.
What were the names of the twins in Rugrats?
Maybe Phil and Lil.
Yes, Cam. Oh, it's neck and neck, guys.
Just
It's
behind you on
neck
that
and neck.
one.
Oh, we're on the home stretch. Number 13. What is the name of Helga's older sister in Hey Arnold?
Football head. No.
Again, it's another one I didn't watch.
Think along the lines of Helga, but slightly different.
Harriet.
Nope.
It's like Bjorja or something like that.
No. Olga.
Ah, yeah.
What are the names of the fairies in the Fairly Odd Parents?
Nope.
I've never watched it either. Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh.
What is the name of the loudmouth hen in Looney Tunes?
Maybe Foggle Lego.
Oh, yeah. Counts in the
I say,
lead.
boy.
Just a second behind you.
Number 16. Who are the cat and mouse who are constantly playing a game of cat and mouse with each other?
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I was waiting for
Oh,
you to,
my good.
I
Well,
was waiting for you to say In the Simpsons.
we are on the final question. And the scores are... Mr. Neil, you have 5. Mr. Kempin, you also have 5.
Oh.
Oh.
So this question legitimately decides the winner of this quiz.
Oh, the fucking irony. The irony.
It's only taken 37 episodes to happen. But, yeah.
Is it an answer we'd possibly get as well, or is it a thing none of us have ever seen? And it's a shot in the dark.
It's, no, I think one of you is going to get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good luck.
Fingers on the buzzers. Fingers up your bums.
Got to try and remember mine.
Who is Bugs Bunny's rival who likes to say, it's Wabbit season?
Maybe.
You
Was it
got
me?
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
okay.
you.
Yeah, I think it was you, Cal.
Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck it is.
That's like the best episode of all time.
Wins.
Wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season, duck season, duck season, wabbit season. Yeah.
Well done, Mr. Camp.
Well done, Mr. Lee.
Well done.
I'll happily share the prizes with you. Here we are. I'll share the spoils. Take your pick.
Thanks.
What?
We
That was
just
a
recorded
good
a podcast.
Quick fire nub hub.
Well,
Well played, gentlemen.
Yes.
And the genuine
Fascination.
excitement at the end there. Oh,
Tension.
Thrilling.
love
Sexual
it.
tension.
Oh, yeah, I'm moist.
I'm more spit that might be because I nicked my ball bag earlier.
It's still bleeding.
It's been 12 hours now.
My penis looks like Frankenstein's monster. It's had so many operations. Not good ones. It's been through the wars.
It's because when you used to work in the supermarket, you put it in a pickle slicer. And it turns out a pickle slicer was actually a lady. And her dad found out it came and stamped on his testicles.
How did you know about that?
So I was that far.
It's your origin story.
Yeah. No. Hello, Campin.
So there we have it. Another fine episode of the Poo Finger Podcast. Back to normal scheduling now. Hopefully we've ironed out the glitches by now with the podcast hosting situation.
Hopefully.
And all is good. Because as you know, we are talking to the future. Isn't it weird that we're talking to future people?
It is a little bit weird, isn't it?
It's like, oh yeah, we're talking now, but people aren't going to hear it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's cray.
Oh, maybe we should make some predictions
Oh yeah.
about things that will happen in 3
The
weeks'
king's
time.
already dead.
Okay.
His fingers exploded from the pressure.
Yeah, his
It is.
sausage fingers exploded.
Yeah.
And then his heart, and then his ears.
Yeah.
And so the king's down.
Did he disappear into his robes like Obi-Wan?
Prince William's already spent 4 times the amount on his own coronation.
Yeah, he's currently in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Banging it up.
Just wearing shorts and a crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would though, wouldn't you?
He's hoovering up Charlie like Quo in the 80s.
What, he's snorting Charlie's ashes?
Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Sorry, yeah.
Fucking
There's not a 2-pack.
disrespectful, man. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, let us know what it's like in the future. Send us some Gmails. poofingerpodcast@gmail.com.
Couple of football results wouldn't go amiss.
Some lottery numbers.
Yeah, lottery numbers I prefer. Fucking football. Why do you always have to bring football to the... Like, we've gone, 3 hours without any football.
Yeah.
Now you talk about football.
It would be as long as sort of
At
football.
Poo Finger Pod on all the other on the socials. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Kev, you're not...
Instagram, is that
Yeah.
your favourite one? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Instagram's for, isn't it? It's for grooming people.
It's the new Habbo Hotel.
Yeah. Sponsor us Instagram.
How about hotel? Nah. But yes, get in touch. Send us questions. It doesn't have to be about anything relevant to this episode. It would just be general questions. Talk to us,
Yeah.
we'll talk to you.
Send us a tweet. Kemp is in charge of tweeting back.
You still need to send me
However,
the password for
it's
that.
been like the 3 months and he's still not asked for the password.
But I thought you would have given it to me. But
Why?
yeah,
I shouldn't have to ask.
we'll see if you wanted me to take it
If
over.
you want it. What?
Don't worry. Close brackets.
CEO of Twitter over here. Camp.
Yes, that's my job.
That's the one. Yeah. Send us some messages. Send us some love. Send us some suggestions for themes.
Yes, do.
We should talk about poo more often.
It's been a while,
We've
isn't it?
not spoken about poo for so long.
Or fingering.
Yeah, or fingering.
Should we bring back the Ask Reddits?
Oh, yeah, Reddit on Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit on Reddit.
Oh, yeah, that might be a
It's
good
been
idea.
a while, isn't it?
Yeah. We've not had any funny poo stories for a long time. Yeah, let's bring them back.
I think I do actually have one, but I'm not 100% certain.
Well, we're doing an
Not
outro right now.
Cal. Yeah, we're doing an outro. It's not Reddit. Come on, man.
Hello.
I'm not putting more jingles in.
Yeah.
It's fucking already too much work.
Yeah. If there's a bit that we used to do that we don't do now that you want us to bring back, then let us know.
Yeah, like we brought back the goat tonight. Ooh, the blast from the past. Did you like it? How do you like it? We like fries with that. Okay.
Let's close this podcast.
It's late. My brain
We're now just
is
making
ready.
it awkward.
Yeah. It always gets so awkward at the end.
We should edit all this stuff out.
Kemp fingers his mum.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.